Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of Into the Dead, our tutorial looting guide. Looting tutorial. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, let's call it the looting tutorial. And today we're going to start at the fire station. But first, we have to craft a bolt cutter. But I think I'm going to send Hector out. I don't like sending a girl out. I'm just full of nonsense like that. So I'm just going to let Joe sleep. I'm going to let her craft a cooking area and a bolt cutter and no, one lockpick. No, one lockpick. Okay, and that's that. And then I'm going to let Hector, the father, the man of the house, go and loot the fire station, because this is the first phase at the shelter. We've got 4 phases before the attacks get worse, so we need to use those 4 phases effectively. So within 4 phases, we must open Auntie's place at the bottom. You know, you have to focus on opening up a new shelter within 4 phases, because we're going to see how long we can last. We're going to try and break a record on who's lasted the longest on normal difficulty. So here we go with fire station number 8. We're definitely going to need some weapons. So I'm going to take a loud, medium noise weapon. I'm going to take a low noise weapon. I'm going to take 2 weapons and a brick and 2 pebbles, because your killer is not the looter. It's not his job to loot. It is his job to kill all the walkers. And then the looter comes and loots everything. So he's basically just going to loot what he can. But his biggest, your killer's biggest priority is to make sure he can kill every zombie in the POI to clear it out for the looter. So that the looter can just run through everything. Not run, but basically, you know, just go through everything and loot it. I know I need a bolt cutter as well. So for the fire station, you need 2 lockpicks. The first lockpick is on the first floor in a men's clothing area or in a locker area. Then it is to open the gate to get to Frank. And then you've got a bolt cutter right at the start on the top floor, okay, which you have to fall into. And a brick and 2 pebbles are always good. Okay, so let's go. I mean, Joe can at least open the bolt cutter area after I've cleared all the zombies. I don't think that's too much effort for him. So let's go. And the thumbnail of this video will be the fire station. I just have to remember, click the screenshot button. There we go. Fire station number 8. That's the thumbnail. Fire station, this place got a lot of loot. Not as much loot as fire station number 13, but it's still got a lot of loot. And funny enough, if you go upstairs here, a zombie's going to loot right where I'm standing now, but pointing this way, and he's going to be glitched. So then you have to bring a pebble to distract him, otherwise you can't get past him without doing a stupid thing. Just a little bit of extra information there for you guys. And a reminder for me that I don't forget about it. I usually close the doors when there's sleepers nearby, but that was fine. And I'm just gonna press Q. Basically just gonna press Q. But I mean, I can leave most of the loot here so that we can count the loot. That's basically what I brought with me. Sometimes there's a zombie here, sometimes there isn't a zombie. I'm just gonna hide here. like there's a very short route left on the left. So if there's a zombie there, they should appear within about 5 seconds. So there's no zombie there, so we're going to keep on looting. Get the fire axe, which is always here, or 90% of the time. Get another fuel canister, which is great. Get ammo, and we're already full, so we're going to go back. This is definitely wasting a lot of time, but if you watch the first video, you'll know exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to start at the fire axe and just dump all of that. Okay, go back. Usually there's one zombie in here, but there could be a big one as well. Just like getting some distance from the sleepers. I'm always focused on where the sleepers are. I never want to kill someone with these are weapons where you don't need to worry about sleepers. But the hatchet is not a weapon that you don't need to worry about a sleeper. Now sometimes there's a big guy standing here. No, he's not standing there today. So we can just loot. Here's a locked container, the first locked container. Nothing special, but we're full already. So let's go back. Just wasting a heck of a lot of time, but let's do what we said we were gonna do. Game seems to be working perfectly. Every time you start the game, it can be very buggy, a little buggy, or a lot buggy. And the small bug that you won't notice that your guy stands up for nothing a lot of the times. But he's not standing up now at the moment. Let's just see if he needs any coffee. Yeah, you can do with a cup of coffee. Yeah, you can do with a cup of coffee. So we can drink the coffee now. Put the bullets there. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Okay, let's go back. Now, I definitely don't want to show you guys how I loot the place. I want to show you guys what the killer does. And I want to show you guys all the loot with the killer. You know, like I want to show you what loot every loot container has the first time I do the place. But I don't want to show you when I do it again. Okay? That's going to save a lot of time because you guys don't need to see me loot the place again. So that's got a lot of food, 2 carrots, 2 meat. I'm just going to take the carrots and the meat. I'm not interested in the medical equipment. Again, 2 carrots and 2 meat. Not interested in the sugar or the medicine. There's usually a guy here. That guy's dead. He's not a sleeper. So let's go. Actually, there's no blood there, so he's probably a sleeper, but he doesn't wake up when you use a silent weapon. Actually, I've used a loud weapon there, so actually I think that guy's dead, but in any case. Okay, I don't need the weapons. I need another brick. I don't need firecrackers right now. I'll take the wood. The duct tape. Okay. Joe can pick up the rest. At least I'm showing all the loot, so I can write everything down when I edit the video. You know, when I edit the video, I can pause, write down all the loot, and then put it in the description, and make an Excel sheet for myself, so I know exactly what's going on at every point of interest. Okay, so the first time there's no zombie here. Okay. I'll be so confident as to show you there's no zombie here. But as soon as you go and say Frank, there is a zombie here. Okay? So do yourself a favor and close this door. Because a zombie is going to spawn there where there was no zombie. Then when you come back, a surprise zombie is going to pop out at that gate that we just opened up. But that's only when you come back. Okay? So I'm going to take the screws because that's building materials. I don't think he's too hungry. I'll see if he's hungry. Are you hungry, Hector? Yes, he is hungry, so I'm going to eat that food. And then I'm going to take my knife again. I don't need any of that right now. And then as soon as you get to the tower, you can walk. You're not going to wake up anyone. You can even run. I'm going to literally run. There's nowhere where you can let your guy jump off by mistake. Maybe you can let your guy jump off by mistake. Maybe you can vault through that window. I'm not sure. Just walk to be safe. And then we're going to save Frank because we don't have a cook. And we don't have anyone that does more damage with blunt weapons. We're going to skip the text and we're going to say, yep, you're a cook and you do bonus damage, but you've got reduced backpack space just like the girl. But it's better to send you out than to send the girl out. So we definitely need you. Thank you very much. He doesn't want you to come back for any clue. So that's fine. If you want to make sure that they haven't got any extra clues, walk away from them and then go back to them. And if there's nothing there, there's nothing. Okay? You can do that with every survivor if you like. And maybe another survivor has got a clue for you, even if they don't say they've got a clue for you. You can always just walk away from the survivor and go back to the survivor. Okay? If you're scared that, you know, it's only Aubrey that tells you to come back. So I've got the brick with me. There's a reason they give you a brick so that you can kill the surprise zombie. And the surprise zombie is going to come out as soon as you get to the gate. So open the gate really, really quickly. Step back. Step back. Okay, I don't think the surprise zombie is coming out. No. Okay, so usually as soon as you open the gate, the surprise zombie comes out of the gate. So as soon as you open the gate, hold in right mouse button, step back, throw him with a brick and kill him. And now you'll see the zombie that I spoke about. See, now there's a zombie where there was no zombie. Okay, there's a zombie spawns as soon as you go and save Frank. But we're gonna kill him because we don't like zombies that spawn out of nowhere. Okay, so there we go. Up. We can kill this zombie right now because he's not looking at us. So we can kill him right now. But we can't go in here because there's a chair blocking the entrance. But there is something to loot. Nothing special, so we're just going to leave it there. But at least we know it's a pool queue and 3 seeds. And then again, we're going to get to the telescope because the telescope is very important. And we open the Victory Meat Processing Plant. Definitely the place with the most meat out of any place. The other butchery in the north only has like 5 or 6 meat. This place has 3 cows that can give you between 5 to 6 meat each. This place has got a ton of meat. Okay, and this place got a lot of resources. The containment yard. Okay. There's no sleeper close to him, so we can literally use a loud weapon, but we didn't pick up a loud weapon, so we're just going to use the silent weapon, because you don't want to use a brick until you need to use a brick. Trust me, there are many times when you need to use a brick. Don't use a brick just because you can. That's not a good enough reason to use a brick. Okay? So we're gonna take away the chair that isn't blocked anymore. We're gonna kill this guy, but we're not gonna walk into that room. Because when you walk into that room, a zombie spawns underneath this bed over here, and a zombie spawns downstairs. 2 zombies spawn as soon as you walk into the other room. And there's no loot in the other room. So you are literally spawning 2 zombies for no reason. For no reason whatsoever. Do not walk past this point. Okay? Don't walk past this point. There's cloth, there's scrap metal, there's cloth, there's a screw, there's a camera that you're not going to need right now, and there's a pipe bomb. Okay? Don't go past that point, and then this zombie doesn't spawn, and the zombie downstairs doesn't spawn. Like, there's no loot in the other room, and 2 zombies spawn. It's just a trap. Don't fall for the trap. Okay? Now, usually, yeah, sometimes there isn't 2 zombies here, there's just 1. And sometimes there's 2 zombies here that always wake up when you go down. So all you do is you go down and you run. That's it. You go down and you run, because you're always going to wake them up. And then you just climb up the wall. And holding shift, okay. Even when I did it as fast as humanly possible, I still got hit, which I'm not very happy with, because that's a bug. There's only supposed to be 1 sleeper when you go down there. Trust me. Go there regularly. There's only supposed to be 1 sleeper. So those 2 zombies that are stuck against the wall is literally a bug. And since I know exactly what to do with that bug, I still got hit. Even though I ran as fast as possible and I climbed as fast as possible, I still got hit, which could have given me a deep wound, which could have cost me Hector. And that's why they need to fix bugs. Bugs destroys your journey, which can sometimes take up to 20 hours. And I don't think anyone's going to find that very funny. Now, because we're going down now, we're going to spawn that zombie down there. Okay? Because we're going down, we're going to spawn that zombie down there. Now, usually I jump out of the window. I hope I had enough time to see what loot is here. But I mean, I don't need pebbles right now. I need the screws. Usually I jump out of the window on this floor, but I'm not going to jump out of the window. I'm going to kill that bloody zombie, because that zombie is a pain in my butt. That glitched zombie that spawns out of nowhere is just a pain in my bloody butt, so I'm going to kill it. So I don't have to bring a pebble, so I don't... See that zombie downstairs? If you don't kill him, the next time you come back, he's glitched on the desk, which is a real big pain in the butt. See, he wasn't down there, but now he is down there, because they've got this weird system that if you walk past a certain point, then other zombies spawn, which I don't think is great, but whatever. So that's it. I know how much loot is there. Like I say, I always jump out of this window, but I'm not going to jump out of this window, because if I jump out of this window and leave the area, that flippin' guy is glitched on the desk. And then I have to waste a pebble to wake him up. So now I'm just going to bloody kill him, because that's how I roll. See? And now there's no zombie waiting for me at the desk. He literally, when I come back, he's stuck on the desk, which is extremely irritating. I'm going to bring a pebble in. No, I'm not going to bring a pebble. That should solve that problem. That should solve that glitch. And that took us 20 minutes. And we know exactly what loot is everywhere. Except for the gate. I'll show you guys what loot Joe gets at the gate. Okay? Incessant barking, we just lose rest and morale. Goodness gracious. All survivors lose rest and morale. Goodness flippin' gracious. Okay, so now we have to heal this guy because the game didn't give us an option. He's not going to barricade because we're going to leave. That was the first phase. Okay, that was the first phase. Okay, does she need to sleep? No, she doesn't need to sleep. Actually, she's green and green. He is blue, but he drank coffee. He cheated. He drank coffee. I don't know. He can barricade. But we don't need to barricade. Actually, I think we need to barricade. So let's go barricade. I think we're going to stay here a little bit longer than we want to stay here. Okay, 1 wood instead of 2 wood. Okay, that's brilliant. And then he is going to loot. There's no... Oh, he can eat that. He can eat that. So let's eat that. Because he wants to never be hungry. And then we're going to loot the fire station. But you guys are not going to look how I loot the fire station. Because I've showed you everything. I will only record when he opens that last place. Okay? And I don't know. I'll give him 2 bricks in case something happens. Actually, I don't want to give him anything. Yeah. Because there is a fire axe right at the start. He can grab the fire axe if he wants to. Okay? So that's it. I'm not going to give him anything. And then Kayla is going to see what she can build. She can make a weapons bench, which is quite important. And then she can make 1 lockpick. I don't want to use cruiser metal right now. Really don't want to use cruiser metal right now. Unless I really need to. And I don't really need to right now. I need a bolt cutter for the containment yard. Yeah, I need a bolt cutter for the containment yard. So actually, she's going to craft a bolt cutter for me. Because I know I need a bolt cutter at the containment yard. Okay. So that's good. And then he has got serious mental issues. But we don't have a communal center yet. So I'm going to give him alcohol to solve his mental issues. As you can see, this is an item with an effect. Substances are helping mask the survivor's sorrow, blunting the harshness of the world. Cannot lose morales while state is active. Last 2 phases. Only 2 phases, guys. Remember. Only 2 phases. Okay? And then he's going to make food. Going to make us I'm not going to use meat. I can use the meat with goulash or chili con carne. I'm just going to make vegetables. I know Bob doesn't like vegetables, but I don't have I can't focus on Bob right now. And actually I can see if we only do 2, we're wasting this block twice. If we do that, we're not wasting that block. You see? Effectiveness. They only warn you that you're going to use 2 phases, but we know we're going to use 2 phases. Okay, and now I'm going to stop the video here and just show you how Joe loots that cage, so you can see the loot in that cage. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that didn't take very long. I just looted everything in the fire truck, which nearly filled him up, and then I put all the unnecessary things in this office below us. And now I'm gonna loot this thing, which I can't loot because I didn't bring the bolt cutter. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. But the good thing is the zombie wasn't waiting for us downstairs. Okay? No one was waiting for us downstairs. So kill that zombie before you come back. And you'll have a smooth experience. So now I'm going to pick up all that loot. So I only have to come back with the bolt cutter. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get the bolt cutter now. See, that's what I do a lot. I come to a place to clear it. And I expect the killer See, there's no zombie there. I expect the killer to have cleared it already. But I'll be back. Just letting you guys know what I'm doing at the base. I need the communal center, otherwise I need to waste alcohol to make them happy, which isn't very good. Then I'm going to make the dismantling bench level 1. I'm going to make the medical area. And then I'll make 1 lockpick. Okay. And then he is busy for 2 phases. But he already barricaded, so we'll be fine with barricades. He's still making food because I let him be busy for 2 turns. He's going to take a weapon in case he says he's scared that there might be another random spawn point. So I'm making sure he feels safe, and then I'm giving him the bolt cutter, okay, so that he feels safe. And then she's going to sleep because her sleep is in the yellow. And now we're going to go get that loot. Okay, guys, I'm literally going to go straight upstairs. There's no loot left here. You can see I looted everything. There's no loot left here. I'm literally just going upstairs to get that loot, and then I'm looting the rest of the building, which you have already seen. So I'm just going to show you what I find in here. Okay, D9 pistol part with 3 bullets and 2 screws. Not bad at all. We've already got the pistol and the revolver. Really, really, really nice. And now I'm going to go loot the rest of the place. I'll see you guys back at the base. Okay, we skipped the floor, guys. We skipped the floor. Remember, I killed the zombie so he doesn't bother me in the future? We actually skipped the floor, and we've only got a loud weapon left, which isn't very good. So we skipped this floor. So I'm going to have to close this door and kill her right on the edge. And hopefully I don't wake up the zombies in the other room. Okay, I didn't wake up the zombies in the other room. The sleepers. I don't wake up the sleepers in the other room. That could have been really, really close. Now I'm going to see if this is a guard zombie. Guard zombie looks in one direction for 6 seconds. And then looks in the other direction for 6 seconds. So we can just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a guard zombie. We can just kill it, close the door, hit it on the back of the head. And then there's a very dangerous zombie here. Usually. There's a very dangerous zombie usually here. In here. I don't think there's any loot in here. Don't think there's any loot in here. Okay, so there's no zombie in here. According to me, I only spawn the zombie when I go into that room. And now there's usually a crazy zombie here. Okay, there's loot here. Okay, I'm glad I didn't skip that loot. Okay, so according to me, you only spawn a zombie when you walk into the sliding poles room. Okay, so we didn't skip any loot. That's really, really good. And that's that. Okay, now usually there's a crazy zombie in there. But I don't have a brick with me. So, mental note for you. A lot of times there's a berserker in there. As soon as you open the door, he rushes. He's on top of you in like half a second. So, please give Joe a brick when he comes back. Because 80% of the time there is a berserker in that room. And the only way to deal with him without getting hurt is to throw him with a brick. Okay, don't forget the brick. And I'm gonna have to come back again. Yep, I'm gonna have to come back again. I wonder if those two zombies are still glitched, even after I woke them up. I want to see. I mean, I literally woke them up. Yeah, they're still glitched there. Now, what you can do is throw a firecracker to wake them up and then kill them one at a time. But like I say, that is a bug because most of the time there's just one sleeper there. But I'll meet you back at the base. Just a side note, guys, I am not picking up dog food and I'm not picking up experimental pills. They serve no purpose. Experimental pills can even give you nightmares, you know. It's like a lucky packet. I don't use lucky packets in a survival game. If you guys know that there's a curveball connected to dog food or connected to the experimental pills, please join my Discord. The link is down below. And DM me with a screenshot of the curveball, okay? And I'll make sure to start picking up experimental pills and dog food. But I'm not picking up dog food or experimental pills. Okay, so he doesn't need anything anymore, so he's just going to go empty out that place now. Okay. There's no zombies left there. She just needs to eat something, because our cook is done. He's still building. There's really nothing that she can do. So this is why I craft the communal center quickly, so that I can help them with their mental state. Now he needs sleep. Actually, he needs mental help more. Okay, that's why I craft the communal center fast. Otherwise, you know, if I didn't craft the communal center, what would they have done right now? He's cooked enough food, you know, so that's why the communal center is a great thing to have. So now I'm just going to loot the rest of the fire station. Then we need to move to Old Ballad. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor and click that like button. I did show all the loot, so when I edit the video, I can pause at every single place that I loot. I could write down the loot and add it down in the description below. And make an Excel sheet for myself, you know, maybe do a blog with all the loot at all the locations. If you want to see future episodes of this tutorial, click the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified of future videos. In the next video, I will show you what I do when I get back to base, because Joe, you know, like every time I get back to base, I'll show you what I do at the base in case you guys would like to know that. And in the next episode, we will be looting Old Ballad, which is usually faster than the fire station for sure. So we'll do Old Ballad and the trailer in the next episode. Okay? With Hardweek, which we're probably going to kill. Or the machete. Probably. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Cheers, guys. Later.